Hey guys, Adrian here with Team Inspire, and who am I here with and what'd you do?
I'm Aditya. I got top 16 at YCS Orlando with Maliss, and my friend Michael over here also got top 64. We played the same deck list for the event. So yeah, overall it was a good experience. A really good deck list. I'll start off with any shout outs. Shout outs to our sponsors, the Card Haven, Tenfold, and Dueling Guard. Especially shout out Dueling Guard for the new bag. This thing is actually fire, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Also shout out to Pack TCG.
The GOAT!
What's the reason?
So I did not know how to play this deck at all, and he gave me like a 15-minute masterclass. So if I could go from being a noob at this deck to topping YCS, and I did like in 15 minutes, you should pay for it. Like, go sign up for his Metafly. It's actually insane.
I will confirm, Mikey did not know how to play this deck like 24 hours before the event.
I learned that Cryptor takes 3 monsters to summon like literally like 48 hours ago.
Yeah. Alright. Yo, I didn't put this in order.
Cut the video, bro.
We start out with 3 Maliss Dormouse, 3 White Rabbit, and then 2 Chessy Cat. Yeah, these are the ratios.
You don't need to play. Just do not play 1 or 2 cat, or 1 or 3 cat. Play 2.
Yeah. For the time being, I'm gonna let him do the explanations because I'm terrible at explaining things. 1 Sark, mandatory, and then 3 Underground, 1 Terraforming. Basically, the only cut to the engine was the 3rd Chessy Cat. So we wanted the deck to be 40. The traps, 1 of each. Yeah. Normal. And then we played a massive Bystial count. We played a Mag,
top 16
3 Baldrake, 3 Druis, and then 1 Serenir. I do this card 1 time. Like, it's just like another Bystial. Like, it's so that you can just keep playing through a million head traps.
They're honestly probably the best head traps in the game. I played against a lot of Feedspeed decks and they put in so much work. And Serenir is like also insane because this deck can make Firewall, so when you're comboing with Serenir, you could dump Mag and then add the Mag off the Firewall, which I actually did a couple times, which is insane. I would honestly probably bump this up to 3 though. Like, I would just max out the Bystials. It's just so good.
Played 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Nibiru, 3 Impulse, 3 Metal Tronus, and then 1 Talents for the sack factor, quote unquote. Is that what they call it?
I don't know. Honestly, the Talents was just troll. We just needed a 40th card. The Tronus, out of those cards, the Tronus was the best by far.
Yeah, Tronus was actually like heat. Like, even being able to just like get a body on the board, it makes your Maliss matchup like a lot easier too.
There's a lot of times you can go for game 2 through Bystials because you can play every Bystial. So they Bystial in battle phase. You could also just Tronus banish it. There's a lot of times I was getting like Bystialed or nibbed and I was just using it to get another body. Because basically all you need to do with this deck is end on like a half board and play for follow up. So like I was getting nibbed. All you need to do is get another body, make IP, and then if you have GWC, it's usually game. So anything to produce the extra body after nib is like really good. And the regular hand traps, they're just hand traps, like they're alright.
Extra deck. This is also like unsorted, so like do it what you will. Red Ransom, Access Code, Dark, Cryptor, Finder, Decoder, Splash Mage, Little Knight, IP, Griffin, Typhon, Detonator, for like the Metal Tronus, Haggard, Firewall, and a Bow. How many times did you make Griffin?
Not with Metal Tronus, like once or twice. I
did not make this card once.
Yeah, I did not make it a lot. This card, I don't think I summoned about 1 time. I think these 2 are like kind of not standard, IP and Typhon. Typhon was like okay. There was a couple times where like I bounced like a Bystial back to my head, which was really good, and then just cleared a body with it. The IP, again, like I said, like it's super versatile because like you can make SP. You can make Firewall, Griffin, Cryptor, like you can literally do anything with it. It was probably the best card in the extra deck, to be honest.
Actually, I think I lied. I made this card once, but but I also made this card once and this card once. And it was all in the same game. After that, I never made it again. But it like comes up in theory. It's still good to play all those. For the side deck, we have 3 Droll and Lockbird because Mitsurugi is like really, really strong. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there was also the theory that like if we got Charmade or double Charmade, we'd just like droll our, like they would draw, we'd droll ourselves.
Oh, that's fake, bro.
It was so fake. That never comes up. It's so fake. 3 Lancia for the mirror. Like every deck has to play this card. 3 Crossout, so you don't lose to this card. 1 Call by the Grave, so you also don't lose to this card. 1 Talents for like the sack factor 2, I guess.
It worked with signing patterns to have it, to be honest.
Honestly, I didn't understand this, but I guess yeah, it worked. I guess. Harpies.
Actually, the best card. That card is insane. It also goes with the signing patterns, and like so many people are playing like Tronus, Imperms, Strikes, and against the Rizal matchup, it's like super easy to outgrind that deck. Literally, all you have to do is like get rid of Cross, and like most of the time, you can almost always beat Detonator. It's like the back row that gets you. Like if they have like a Strike alongside it, like you just lose. Honestly, I would probably play Lightning Storms too if I wasn't playing Bystials. But
last 3 cards, Phantasme. I drew this card 1 time, and it was like probably it's like the best card against the mirror. It's unironically it's almost like equal in power to this for the most part. Because like, if they're playing like Fiendsmith Maliss, like technically this is worse than this. If you're playing against Fiendsmith Maliss, if you're playing against Fiendsmith Maliss, you Lancia them and they just like take your Lancia. It's really sad.
yeah, Phantasme is crazy.
Yeah, Phantasme is insane though.
I played against a lot of Rizal Fiendsmith, and I was phantasming a lot on Requiem, and just they would like chain it. It's basically just a free +1. You have to keep the body. I was also drawing insane when I was using it too, so maybe I'm just biased. Card's insane.
I mean, like this was like the option over Chummy too, because we just want to maximize the amount of cards that like put themselves on board. Because a good chunk of games that we played, if you have like a Bystial plus a Nib, you just like nib your opponent with Bystial, and if you had no engine, you could like force your way into engine by making Dark and then just crashing it.
Yeah, that's another thing I didn't say in the extra. Dark's insane. But like between these, the Nibs and the Bystials, it's like 14 like hand traps that make bodies. And if you're playing this deck, like going second, literally all you need is a Maliss save. It doesn't matter if it resolves, doesn't matter what name it is. Like as long as you can get like into your links, it's like it's great, and you'll always have the bodies. Like you always have the bodies. You start with like 2 or 3 bodies every time. It's insane.
And this deck was built mostly for the Ryziel decks, like with Mitsu and Fiendsmith in mind. I think this deck is also like very favored against the Maliss matchup, considering how much like non-engine you play. So, yep. Last final shout-outs. Do you have any?
M-Beast!
Shout out to M-Beast, the greatest Discord known to man. Shout out to my girlfriend. Shout out to Colby for actually getting me these cards when I need it. Well, like he got them for me like a month ago, but I've been playing Maliss ever since. Other than that, yep, that's all.